Lieutenant General James Mugira, Honorable Lieutenant General James Mugira.
The microphone is neutral, like the UPDF, so I can stand
UPDF
here.
stands on the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Right Honorable Speaker, colleague members of the August House, for the record, I'm Lieutenant General James Mugira, Member of Parliament representing the Uganda People's Defense Forces, which is the other family of the late Right Honorable RO 10620, General Retired Moses Ali. I rise to second the motion for a resolution of Parliament to pay tribute to one of Uganda's longest-serving military officers at the time of his retirement, a four-star general who devoted his life to the service of his motherland, a courageous freedom fighter, politician, statesman, and servant of the people who breathed his last on Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026, at Nakasero Hospital at the age of 87. On behalf of the UPDF fraternity, I do extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family, the people of Ajuman and the entire Western Nile sub-region, the honorable members of Parliament, and to His Excellency the President on the loss of this distinguished son of Uganda. As UPDF, we are mourning and paying a glowing tribute to one of us, a brave soldier who, according to available military records, joined the National Army, that was the Uganda Army at that time, on the 16th of May, 1968, as a cadet officer, and rose through the ranks to a four-star general at the time of his retirement. His military training included officer cadet and paratroop instructors course, company commander's course in Israel, and staff college course at Canberra in the United Kingdom. Right Honorable Speaker, General Ali's political and military career stretched across more than 5 decades and mirrored some of the most turbulent periods in Uganda's post-independence history. We are therefore paying tribute to a man whose life was deeply intertwined with the history of Uganda. His journey through different periods of our nation's history reflected a remarkable ability to adapt to changing circumstances. His resilience, experience, and ability to navigate changing political landscapes made him one of Uganda's most enduring public servants. His contribution will no doubt remain part of Uganda's historical record. As a freedom fighter, General Moses Ali believed in the ideals of national unity, peace, and stability, contributing to the country's journey through some of its most challenging moments. General Moses Ali led the Uganda National Rescue Front, UNRF, during the 1980s against the Obote II regime, and after the Obote II regime was overthrown by the NRA, he embraced peace and signed a peace agreement with the government on the 16th of November 1986, which resulted into the integration of the UNRF fighters into the National Minister of Finance. The second was Brigadier Barnabas Kiri, who was the Minister of Education. If you didn't know the two, I can assure you going to secondary school will be a problem. Right Honorable Speaker, General Moses Ali had a passion for and really loved the military. He always had officer 4 stars on his vehicle, even on the civilian vehicle, and even in retirement. Whenever the UPDF issued a new type of uniform in its stores, General Ali always asked for a pair of the new uniform. I know wherever he is, he must be happy that at least he has been given send-off in full military or with full military honors. I don't know which other portrait they would have put there with him in civilian clothes. General Ali, though my senior in all ways, whether it is in age, in rank, in status, was also a personal friend. I personally worked with him closely in the mid-1990s when I was private secretary to His Excellency the President, and I always treated his correspondences to the President on matters of stabilization of West Nile as a top priority. I later on worked with him closely in 2004 when I was in charge of the Chieftains of Military Intelligence at a time when some rebel group was trying to establish bases in West Nile, which, with his support, were able to dismantle that group. A few years back, when he came back from treatment abroad, he called and updated me of his health and a planned Thanksgiving function in Adjumani. I couldn't attend the function because I was out of the country, but I sent him some contribution towards the function. He was so grateful and appreciative that when he returned to Kampala, he gifted me an autographed copy of his book, The Odyssey of the Nubi, From Soldiers of the British Empire to Full Citizens in Uganda. In that book, he gives an account of the injustices to Nubi soldiers and the Nubi resistance against, with advancing government development programs, promoting national unity, and supporting partnerships aimed at improving livelihoods in Adjumani and other parts of the country. To many in the West Nile region, he was a respected leader who championed the interests of his people. His supporters remember him for his commitment to community development, national unity, and public service. No wonder they continued voting him into parliament even when his health had deteriorated and he was visibly frail. Right Honorable Speaker, General Ali had the will to live. He was a fighter like a real general, and he fought on till the last hour. He could never miss national functions. I think even his decision to contest for Member of Parliament this year shows his never retreat, never surrender, never give up spirit of a general. Right Honorable Speaker, colleague members, as we mourn the General's departure, we also celebrate a life well lived, a life marked by service, sacrifice, and commitment to Uganda. His passing marks the end of a remarkable chapter in the country's history, but his legacy will continue to inspire generations. General Ali's contribution to our nation will remain woven into the fabric of our history, and his memory will continue to guide those who follow in his footsteps. We are grateful for a life lived with purpose, for sacrifices that secured our people's freedom, and for a legacy that will continue to inspire generations to come. Though the General is no longer with us in body, his spirit lives on in every citizen who cherishes freedom, every soldier who serves with honor, and every young person inspired to lead with integrity. May we honor the General's memory not only with our words, but with our actions, by preserving the peace he fought for, defending the freedoms he helped secure, and living by the principles he so faithfully upheld. To his beloved family, we thank you for sharing him with the nation, often at great personal sacrifice. We pray that the Almighty grants you strength, comfort, and peace during this difficult time. To the people of West Nile and colleague members of Parliament, the UPDF mourns with you. We honor a leader who dedicated much of his life to the service of his country and people. General, your mission on earth is complete. Your watch has ended, but your legacy endures. You have fought your battles, served your nation, and left a legacy that will not be forgotten. May the Almighty grant you eternal peace, and may your legacy continue to inspire thoughtful leadership, patriotism, and service to the nation. The gentle giant has gone to sleep. Fare thee well, General Moses Ali. Rest in peace. I thank you.
Thank you.